What's up, y'all? How's it sounding? Sounding good? Hi, Rabbit. Thank you so much for being here. Right. 4 or 5, 4 or 5. Four or five. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One in, to home. How's it going? Welcome to Winning Saturday night. How y'all doing this lovely evening? Oh man, it's been a great day. It's been a great day. I hope your day has been great too. Just like to remind everybody, memberships are active. They are active. They are live. They are live. You can be a winner. Join the winner circle for exclusive videos like these intro videos and things that I won't publish. They'll be in member section along with live shows, archived live shows, and exclusives. We're like the internet breaking trivia will be an actual show. It will be for members only, and it will be fully hosted by myself, and we will go through the entire game of internet breaking trivia. So that will be part of it. There's a little sample that's in there now, but it's not the actual game. And let's see. Of course, we are here in Rumble. Though I'm not streaming on Rumble. I need to start streaming on Rumble. That's going to be next. We got Radix Verum joining us tonight. I think. No, I say I think because it was all set up, but I haven't seen her yet. So I always err on the side of I hope everything is okay and that there's no issues going on her end, and wishing the best for her wellness and safety in the situation until I hear any differently. That's just where I'll stand. But unfortunately, we only have one line of communication, and that is Twitter. What she told me today, I don't really use Twitter. I was like, well, that's the only way I know how to reach you. So what else you got? But I'm not sure if there's a miscommunication or anything. I'm pretty sure I said 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not 9:30. So, it is what it is. Let's just, again, hope for the best. Hope everything's okay with her and that she'll show up eventually. If anybody has a direct line to her that's better than the one I have and wants to reach out and make sure that that's all good. Rabbit, you are the first member. You will always be the first member. Yes, always and forever. No one can ever take that away from you. That's the truth. You will always be the first. And thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. You've quickly risen to the top mod around here, and I certainly appreciate it. All your efforts, you show up, you get things done. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. But you will be invited to all the big events, all the cool stuff. So there you go. That's how I can show you how much I care and how much it means to me. Um, the let's see, where are we at today, huh? Lots of stuff going on. I was all ready to talk about other things, but heck, if anybody can come up with something to think, something to talk about, I guess I can. A lot of fun stuff going on today. Of course, we have all the good stuff going on with the banking industry, but I'd like to save that. That's coming on fast, right? Suddenly, I think that I didn't really kind of dive into that too much because I felt like it was going to equal bailout. Like, I mean, uh, look who's the president, right? Look who's the president. It's the bailout president, like administration, right? The bailout administration. So it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that I think it's going to end up the same way, and they'll kick the can down the road again, and because that's what they got to do. We never did solve the too big to fail problem between now and the last time someone was too big to fail. We might not ever be able to solve that problem. I don't know. It's one of those reset problems, but not a great reset, but a good reset. A good reform, I should say, would hopefully help that. But again, we are sitting here and we are hanging out on a Saturday night, and we have hopefully have a guest coming up, and we're hoping that everything's okay with her. If not, I may just bring some other people on just to kind of have some conversations. Not too much planned outside of the guest this evening. Talk about. There's been some things of interest lately, but I'm guessing you probably heard everybody talk about that already. If anybody has any questions or wants me to cover something while we're sitting here, just please let me know. I'll be glad to talk about it. I know there's a handful of us here kind of waiting. But this is that time we can spend a little bit of time together just talking, asking questions, getting to know each other, all that fun stuff. And hopefully everything will work out for the best. I know there's a lot going on, and I appreciate the fact you're here. Like I said, not quite sure what's going on, but it will turn into something for sure. We got tonight, man. We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight. Just here for your Mitch Hedberg jokes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I have Mitch Hedberg jokes. Hedberg. Does he have good jokes? I thought someone said they were remaking that or something. Isn't it Mitch Headroom? Because he just has headroom and that's it. How you doing, Cat Ninja? Oh, by the way, the conclusion to LawTube is Getting Weird, the final show, that is almost done. I got like 2 more things to add. I feel good about it going off tomorrow night. So, by the way, tomorrow day, I should say, I should get that done while I'm sitting here. By the way, tomorrow day, we're doing the V radio benefit. It's a big deal. I hope you guys will all come by and put a little bit aside if you can do it to help contribute to V getting ramped up. We're ramping up his house. We're ramping up his house by putting a ramp on the stairs out front so he can get in there safely. He's had quite a few medical issues compounded. He's a single father doing the best he can, and he's out here trying to do the best he can to inform the world with great content and thorough investigations. Probably one of the most underrated interviewers of our time as far as small creators go, or independent creators, let me say, because it's hard to say that V Radio is small, even though his YouTube channel may make you feel that way right now. I think I'm trailing him by about 500 or something, but he definitely has been much larger over the course of history than he is today. Hey, how you doing, Suzanne? How you doing? So we want to take care of our own man. He's a great guy, truly anti-establishment at heart, and we're gonna do our best to help him through this hard time. So we're going to having an all day long show pretty much tomorrow, and we'll be doing a lot of fun variety kind of show stuff. I believe Moose is going to come on and play the kazoo for a while, and is that right, Moose? You got your kazoo warmed up. What do muses do for entertainment? I guess we'll have something. But everybody's going to be stopping in. It's going to be an all day long thing. We'll try to get some of the big channels to stop in too. I got some words out to some guys that you all know and love. I'm hoping they'll swing in. That's one thing about V. No yawning. He's a well liked person across the board. Like if there's ever was a person who spans both sides of the spectrum, it's him. I see him as like solidly in the middle and with a wide span to each side of favorability. So very happy to be doing that for a great person, fellow warrior, fellow wrestler, fellow truth seeker, insistent upon truth, liberty minded, anti-establishment person. So I couldn't be happier to be doing this for him, and I hope that we can get that ramp. We'll build the biggest ramp ever. We'll build a ramp so big, you ain't never seen a ramp so big. They'll say, wow, this is a big ramp. This is the biggest ramp, right? He'll get everywhere extra fast. He'll get in that house and he'll catch air coming in the house. Roll straight in there. Yep. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, and that's going to be a lot of great fun. In fact, as soon as I get done here tonight, I'll be jamming on that. Look at a great intro for Mr. V, and we're gonna be having a lot of fun with that. So, and all your favorites will be here. The whole daggone gang of people will be on here. I think Shelly might throw up and do some card tricks, and I think Cool Frog's gonna be singing a cappella or something. I don't know, maybe a little accordion music or something. Maybe. Should I put the green eyes on? I'm almost there. I'm almost that part. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, dude. Hey, Texas Jen, how you doing? Man, we love V, dude. Look, that's what it's about. It didn't have to be called a community. It's just a group of like-minded people who know it's time to do the right thing and stand up and do it. How about we just be that? We're the crowd, man. The crowd. No, not a community. We're just the crowd, right? We travel. We travel where the good shows are at. We hang around. We got new members? Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, Rabbit. Thank you so much. Who's the lucky ones? Oh, Talking Trash and Truth. You're a member now. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Cat Ninja. Thank you for that. Who's doing all these great things, man? Thank you so much. Talking Trash and Truth gifted one. Okay, I'm missing all the fun here. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Does it say who gets the new ones? Am I live here on this side? Let me see. T3, awesome. Okay, Cat Ninja was gifted by T3. Okay, awesome. Welcome, welcome. So great to have you guys as winners, man. Welcome to the winner circle. Cool Frog, gifted. Thank you, Cool Frog. Thank you. How does that work? So you guys gift them. I've never even understood how to do that. You gift them out to other people, and then they get them, and then they can use them. Like Daisy. Daisy was gifted a membership by Cool Frog. Let's see who else was gifted one. TXS Jim was gifted one. Edward Lockhart was gifted one. Susan Eccleston was gifted one. Did I get everybody? Cool Frog was gifted. Talking Trash. Okay, so Rabbit gifted all 5 of you. And then you guys gifted some more out. This is the way it works, man. Sharing is caring. Awesome. Well, I'm trying to keep an eye on backstage too at the same time as I'm talking. Thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. This is fun. This is exciting. To think I could have had all this done and turned on my 24-hour stream. Oh, man. Sometimes it seems like I'm way ahead of things, and sometimes I'm just way behind at the same time. You can be way ahead of things and way behind at the same time, can't you? All right. Wow, I'm really worried about this person that I have not met yet. I'm just like, I hope she's okay. I know there's been some issues. We're hoping to cover some of those tonight. figure out what's going on. Maybe we could help her out. Maybe we could help her with their problem. I don't know the scale of the problem yet, but we are growing as a crowd. We are growing. I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but our new relationship with the Elon School people, it's a very great relationship, and not only do I hope that they're part of our crowd and are here to hang out and just be part of what we're doing, but they're also an incredibly resourceful group of people with a lot of reach. You'd be surprised. And as much as we watch their back, I'm sure they'll watch ours too. They're great people. In fact, I got some really cool pictures today from Mark. Let me see if I can. You guys, maybe I'll pull them up and we can look at them. Don't switch. Oh yeah, it's on the other thing. Let me at this. I'll transform while we talk. Yeah, I got some really great like insider pictures that no one's seen of Elon, like of the ones that they took personally when they went back there. They're just like they're just like pictures of the inside. But let me get those together real quick while we talk. The and then what made me start thinking? I was like, man, I saw that cabin like up by the coast on the water. Like you can rent that. You remember he was telling us you could. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shelly. Thank you so much. So you're a DDD sometimes, but we love you. Never stop fighting. DDD, triple D, triple D. I thought that was you. Thank you so much, Shelly. Thank you. Never stop. Never stop. The universe demands balance, doesn't it? It demands balance. So you got to balance it out with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Thank you for that. Thank you, Cool Frog. I know I'm always laughing along. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, but that cabin on the water, that's just a little walk down the road to Elon. I'm thinking, I heard you can rent that cabin out. I mean, I don't think I'd do anything halfway. I'm thinking of like I'm honestly thinking about renting that cabin out. I think I'm renting that cabin out. I don't know how many rooms it's got. I know at least one of them, one spot's taken, but but I might actually have a weekend adventure weekend there, and be like, okay, whoever wants to come, I don't have to wear the mask the whole weekend. So, but we would go up there and hang out, and then go exploring. And I believe we might have a guide as well. Like Mr. Mark Babbitts might be able to at least guide us to where to go. I'm thinking there's a couple spots I want to hit, but wouldn't it be cool if we could do like a live stream from inside Elon? And we'll just like go through it with the cameras, and we'll film the place kind of like some people have done already. But we'll also have the insider roadmap as to where to go and when. And then we can go like during the day, right? And hit some, maybe like we'll go over to like shoot, I forget the name of it right now. We'll go over to the big house, why am I forgetting the name of this thing right now? Well, Parsons Field, that's it. We'll go to Parsons Field during the day or something like that, because that's like 45 minutes from the cabin. And then at night, we can actually go up at night and do like kind of a spooky run. Who would go do a spooky run with me? Like we can walk through the houses at night, pitch black dark in the middle of Maine. We'll do it in the summertime, so it'll be warm. But yeah, I mean, I think that would be fun, without being disrespectful, just to kind of explore, see what we find. It might be freaking insanity, who knows? But I would like, I mean, if anything, at least go up there. I mean, even if people didn't want to go do the nighttime kind of like scary, spooky tour, that's just up the road. I mean, I think it's up the road. Literally, you can run back down the same road and be at the cabin in like 10 minutes, I think. But that'll be fun. That would be adventurous, like kind of like wild. I would do that. In fact, it might be something that we do. At the very least, me and another couple, me and a couple other people, we'll go up there and we'll do it just to make a production out of it and actually go physically be there. Shoot, we've gone this far. Let's go all the way there. I wouldn't mind going over to someone's house and going into the little area where I've been told all the files are at, all of them. So I could probably get a little homework done while I'm there too, and see what else is up there. But I think the way it would work is that I have to like kind of like secret out the actual date of being there so that wrong people didn't get a hold of that. And we would then I'm pretty sure that the gun laws are pretty liberal. I mean, not liberal, but they're pretty like non screwed with up there. I mean, I think it's pretty open. A lot of wilderness, not many people there. From what I hear, I've listened to different stories about like the surrounding towns and folks and stuff like that, and that's very interesting actually. There's a lot of things about Maine I just never knew. We'll get some lobsters. Everybody there is sick of them, so I'm sure we'll get them super cheap. Oh, Mark was talking about the other night about how they got lobster bisque all the time there. That sounds delicious, right? It's like hopefully internet access is going okay. I'm seeing some signs that may be spotty. Connection is unstable. I'm not on Wi-Fi. If you're having any issues on your end, let me know. I'm watching. Let me just get rid of this. Maybe this will help. Seems like it's okay. It's coming up. It's picking up a little bit. I'm just not sure. I can switch locations. Okay, it's better. All right. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? Welcome. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Welcome. We're just having a chat here, waiting for a guest to hopefully show up. Hey, how's it going, Salamane? Great to see you. And yeah, definitely welcome on the new members. With you there, I got lots of reasons to be doing things. You'll always be getting exclusives from me because there's a lot of things that I make that I don't ever publish, right? So those things that I make and I don't publish will go in there. And I was originally just going to show the original, what was going to be called the Monte Scrooged or whatever video that I was making, which turned into Montegraphed, which is now probably going to just be part 2 to the finale. So it's still got everything as promised in there, and it will be just as dynamic, I'm sure, and just as copyright claimed as anything. I promise you that. But but it will be coming out probably a week or two after the part 1, which is almost ready. If I can get out faster, I will. It'll probably be top priority next to just keeping the weekly schedule running, which is something else I would definitely want to talk about tonight. It's the weekly schedule. I like the Wednesdays, Saturdays, and maybe Sundays, but I feel like we need to do a little bit more, right? What else could I do? What else would you guys want to see from me? Would a daily show of some kind be something that you would be interested in? Would that be too much of me? Can you get too much winning? I don't know. But I have different talents. I can do different things. I can read something. I can cut it short. I can stick to an hour. We could do a morning stretch. I don't know. You guys tell me, because I'm here for you. I can do whatever you want. And shoot, we haven't even got back to the music part yet, man. Strongly considering bringing back the music part. I mean, I'm already making music. I've already got some music queued up for you tonight, but I've been making the music for the promos I've been doing. But yeah, that's all the stuff's original right now so far. And then but then there's also the next step, which is where I get I get my stuff out and play live. So I don't know. I definitely can't do it right now because the pollen here is freaking terrible. If you guys don't know about the green goo, man, the green goo is George's gift to the world, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen a place that's as bad as here when it comes to the green goo. The green goo is just like, it happens like every February or March. Usually like March, right? It's around this time, if not a little bit early this year. But man, all of a sudden the trees open up around here and all you get is this green pollen. I mean, like thick. green pollen everywhere, and it affects everybody differently. But you can visibly see it. Like you go outside and you get in your car and your windshield's green. You turn on the windshield wipers and powder just flies everywhere. It's like, it's like green snow almost. It's just not that it's not so thick that it's like you're trumping through it. You can leave footprints in it, that's for sure. But it affects everybody differently. And it's not one of those things you really ever get used to. Like it really affects my skin. So I know that when if it gets too bad, like I just to be aware of it, wash my face more often, use alcohol wipes, and and then it's no problem at all, right? If it gets really bad, or if I don't notice it, or something like that, and I get a few hives from it, like I just get Claritin will knock it out. Like Claritin is the key if you live in this area and you just don't want to screw with it and you don't mind taking stuff. Claritin is the key. That works. I also have this other stuff called pollen blocker, which is really good, and that tends to do better, and it's more natural stuff. And then just like you keep it up with it. But man, it's harder when you don't think about it because you're just going through your daily life. You wake up, your head's throbbing, you can't really speak. But with me, it gets in my head, and I can't like tell for like a while that I'm messed up. In a sense, like I don't hear as well. So I already got like hearing damage from playing music. Like literally, it's gotten better actually, but literally I could sit down in a quiet room and just all I hear is ringing, right? So yeah, you sell your soul for rock and roll, baby. That's the truth. Um but but I'm used to that part, right? I can deal with that. But I can't but like if I went to like sing right now, I'd be like off key and flat, and I would be like I wouldn't be able to do anything about it because I can't hear to adjust. Like there's definitely some kind of like backup. So I can't hear my volume and I can't hear my tone right. So people are like, dude, you're mumbling, you're mumbling, you're mumbling. I'm like, really? I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. So it took me years to figure that out. I was like, what? Or I'd be talking and no one was like literally listening to me. I'm like, are you guys listening to me? And it's like, oh man, we couldn't hear you, dude. Are you talking? I'm like, I think I'm talking. You know, it was wild. I had to go in the studio one time to actually figure out you can't sing this time of year. So I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this song? I hit it every time. And now we're like on take 10 and I keep screwing it up. And then I got blood my nose and the dude's like, dude, you got allergies? I'm like, yeah. He goes, dude, your head's clogged up. You can't sing. Get out of here. I'm like, okay. Came back a month later, nailed it. It's like, Winnie, can you do a live covering of hold on, let me see. Yeah, no. Bennett, the nasal inhalers, dude, they make things worse, dude. Honestly, they make things worse. I don't like those, man, because you're real clear for a second, and then later on you're even like more close. Jennifer, what's up? Can you do a live covering of how to tell if a photos are Photoshop fakes like deepfake AI? Well, the deepfake AI stuff, a lot of it, though it's coming along. A lot of it you can just tell by the expressions on the face, the teeth. You can look for just if it's motion and emotion of something. You can here I'll show you. I will do a live one. Good idea. Good idea. Let's do this because I do have ones. I do have some, and let me just get this up, and we will. This is really strange. I can't believe I'm being stood up on a blind date. This is so embarrassing. What will the kids say Monday at school? Um, right? She's picking up the tab. I'll tell you that when she shows up. Let's see. Well, Thermo's on right now too. He's going to be by tomorrow. Thermo said he will be here tomorrow. So he will come by. Well, we had a great conversation Friday. So if you didn't catch that stream and you're looking for something to rewatch, man, me and Thermo had a good old time. We talked about AI. We talked about life. We talked about just living in our different prospective countries. Man, we talked about a lot of stuff, man, and it was all good and it flowed really well. we're a lot alike, man. It's funny how you can meet somebody that you're a lot alike that's on the other side of the world these days. Really, I think it probably easier, maybe easier than meeting somebody you're not like. You know, it's like that's. I mean, in public, in person, like you know, it's maybe easier to meet someone you like that you're like you're more like with online these days than it is in person. So that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, as I'm looking for this, let's see. Oh yeah, here's the one I wanted to use. Let's pull this one up. Almost there, Stephanie. Almost there. Almost there, Jennifer. Sorry. Okay. Okay. We'll use this example. Here's one way that you can tell whether something is deep faked or not. This is going to be a very easy one right here. All right. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure everybody can hear it.
Hi, everybody. It's your favorite YouTube lawyer. I just wanted to say that I have a guilty pleasure that I must confess to immediately. You see, when I've had a rough day, you know what I mean? The kids are driving.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is that, his face and his head is the only thing really moving in the room, right? So there's a little bit of motion going on through here, right? And it's repetitive motion. So it's the same kind of thing. It's not very natural. The other thing you notice is his eyes. They're always pointed right down here. Hold on. I should be over on this side. There we go. Don't do this. Nobody can see what you're doing on StreamYards, by the way. Okay. There we go. So you'll notice that there's no shoulders moving, right? Nothing's really moving around here. You'll definitely never see him breathe, right? But you'll see that basically the movement's around the head, okay, where the replacement is. You're going to notice that his eyes are always kind of facing the same direction, right? And that the mouth isn't necessarily in sync. There's also, if you look closely, I'm giving away all my secrets, by the way, Jennifer. That's okay. Hey, just buy into it and it's fun. That's what it's supposed to be. No one's supposed to be fooled by anything here. But anyways, we'll watch a little bit more of it, but keep an eye on the things I'm talking about, okay? And if you look really closely, right around here, do you see that line right there? There's like little lines you can see, and these are where the edits have been made and overlaid. There's a mask there. They call it a mask, and you can see that the whole area will kind of bend with his face. So let's take a close look and watch.
Driving me crazy. LawTube drama, professional trolls trying to cancel and sue me.
See how that bends
I'm
in right
boomering
there?
my show back to the Stone Age. I stub my toe going for the baldo and fall straight down on my erection. That's pretty much every day for me. Well,
Yeah, that opened really
there is
wide.
one thing on those dark days I know I can turn to that'll make everything all right.
Eyes have not
So
blinked.
I
There you
hop
go.
on
There's one blink,
YouTube and I go
but the eyes are
immediately
still
over the
looking.
Winning Realities channel and start
And the reason that is because the picture that I used is he's looking that way, right?
marathoning his videos. Doesn't matter if I've seen them once or a
There you go. See that
100
line
times.
right there?
They all
See these lines? Yeah, see those lines right there? You can see that those are where they've taken and basically blurred out the original face, or so that they can use the they can move the mouth and the eyes and stuff. It's more they make a mask of the face, layer the mask over, and with AI use these different blinking and mouth movement programs that basically help it make look like realistic, like so it syncs up with the audio and then does that over top of the original face. So
always bring a smile to my face and a good laugh when I need it most. I escape into the lawtainment universe to see what Rockstar Nick is up to, and if Monty and his gang of misfit cancel trolls have finally foiled the LawTube gang, there's really nothing better. So, why am I telling you this? Because I want you to get over there right now and make sure you are subscribed. Ring that bell too, because YouTube sucks, and you know how they hate the little guy with the good stuff. Look, I hate losing. That's why I love winning. Winning reality, that is. And you should too. Right now. Go.
you're
What are you
here.
waiting for? Tell him Nick sent you.
There you go. Yeah, so I hope that helped. That's just a little bit of it. Um, he has shoulders. Yeah, I know they're there. You just have to look really hard to see them. Hey, no problem, no problem. And the older ones would have like stars next to their eyes, like they would have like these little tiny silvery stars, like the some of the stuff I was using. When I was using this one, I think I can't use it anymore for some reason. like I don't know why it just doesn't load up or something. It better not be charging me. But that's the one where you could like upload like a 3-minute video and it would just like reface everything that it could find. Which but it would look creepy. It was like a creepy reface. So I only use that and when had big crowds, like that crowd in the Judas Priest video, like when Viva and Barnes did the Judas Priest with Runkle, they did Breaking the Law, which is a great song for lawyers to play. Um, it's almost like an ad, right? Slick but not perfect. That's right, Tommy. It's slick but it's not perfect. It's a great way to put it. And I think that's the way it's always going to be. You're going to see some more of AI Nick in the upcoming show. That's kind of like where I've been able to utilize it. AI Nick actually, my AI Nick actually sounds really good right now. He's been trained up nicely. He's ready to he could literally sit in I think in court for Nick if Nick wants to take a break. But yeah, he'll be popping in. It's gonna be pretty funny, man. But okay, so the stars and slick but not slick, and let's see. Yeah, it's not supposed to be. Hopefully, it never looks so realistic that we can't tell the difference. I think there always is going to be this. You know, I think humans we forget sometimes that we have senses that are beyond our sight in our mind. You know, certain little things are working all the time in the background for us. We have these little ongoing programs that are running that we don't need to manage. They're automated, right? But this like your bullshit detector, right? Your is this real food to eat or not? It's all kind of tied in instinctually. But I think when you take a look at some of these fakes, man, you can feel like it's not real, right? If you really focus on that, you can get that sense of weirdness out of it. And when you do, if you just a little bit of caution, a little bit of weirdness, that's basically your sub programs running and saying, sus, dude, sus, it's sus. Keep an eye out. What's going on here? Something's not right. Keep staring. Keep giving me more information. Keep bringing in data. I'm working on it. Working on it. You know, that's all going on in the background. And so I don't think that we have too much to worry about. I think what we got to worry about, and it's kind of like the Project Bluebeam stuff. You guys ever heard of that? The project. Some people swear, "Oh my God, it's so real!" Right? It's like this is supposed to be this gigantic theatrical alien invasion or apocalypse scenario that's supposed to get people to fall in line and bow down to the New World Order and take the chip and take the mark and all that stuff, right? This is a theatric kind of envisioning of this scenario. The truth of the matter is like when you're hungry, you'll take the damn chip. You know, that's the truth. You don't need Jesus, a 100-foot Jesus or an alien invasion to be pulled into line there. What the? Oh, okay. But it's funny to think about it. It can be horrifying if you're not on the if you're not prepared to like debunk this before you believe it. But 100-foot Jesus would be impressive. So supposedly, airplanes, satellites, laser beams, and boats, and I don't know, probably other things are supposed to all come together, and it's a magical moment of this pristine Hollywood production beyond the capacity of any studio in Hollywood. Where 100-foot Jesus, 100-foot Abraham, 100-foot what's the other guy's name? The one that with the jihads and stuff. Yeah, that guy. Anyways, all these guys are supposed to show up over the prospective regions where they dominate. The religion dominates. So it's like this clash of the gods, kaiju gods, or something. So they're supposed to come out, right? And then we're supposed to, through technology, right? They're supposed to be able to beam messages straight into your brain using a certain frequency, like I guess off your cell phones or some cell towers or something, right? And that's going to send the message in your specific language. Now, this part cracks me up, right? Because if you know anything about like how language is done, and customization, like customization of like your ads or like your pages or whatever like that, right? When you're in a database, there's something called an LCID. An LCID is basically your language code ID, right? And so most of them look like US-US, right? You're American. You're in America. Okay, you speak American, you're America, right? So maybe it'd be en dash us. Okay, that'd be the code. So let me give you another example, like Brazil, right? Brazil, you could be usually the country would come first. So you could say BZ dash um, PT, so Portuguese, right? Or BZ dash EN, so English, right? So which do you speak? Portuguese too. So Portugal, PT dash PT. So you can have different language regions. And now in America, you can have plenty of people that speak different languages and don't speak English that are living right next door to you, right? So when you're trying to bust out a database, like you're trying to send things to people in a certain language, the appropriate language, every time something is formatted, it has to check that LCID code and say, okay, well, grab the content that has the Portuguese in it. Okay, now grab the content that has the Spanish in it. Grab the content that has the Arabic in it. Whatever it is, or whoever you're sending to, it's going to match up with that LCID. And that same thing happens when you come back to the website. So you come back to the website, you got a cookie. It knows what your language preference is. So when you look at the website, boom, it's popping up the right language. Some you can tell when the ones that don't have that on there because it'll pop up in the original language and it'll ask you if you want to translate. So that's how you know when they have that and when they don't. They can tell what your LCID is. So, anyways, that's kind of like when you think about Project Bluebeam and trying to beam in the right information and the government by doing it or the military or whatever, right? And so, what are you going to do when 100-foot Jesus comes walking up to you speaking Italian? You're going to be like, what the heck? I don't speak Italian. What's he saying? Run! He's going to eat us. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. So the whole idea of beaming messages into people's heads is hilarious to me because I mean maybe they have the technology to do it, and someone can pull out some white papers that don't mean shit, but this means someone thought about it. But they could pull some out, but the practical and execution, it's almost like when people were talking about the Boston bombing and saying that was all a production. The jumping in the shark moment of the infamous crisis actor staged event narrative, where they where they thought that they could fool everybody into believing that everything was just a production. Like you should have seen how hard these guys worked at trying to do that too. I'm not lying. Like some of the stuff I saw was just so outrageous, and they would just sit there and sell it like it was like gold. I tell you, it was gold. I wonder if she's on a different time zone and just thinks that we're an hour off or something. If anybody has talked to Radix, man, if anybody can get in touch with her or send her a message, I only know how to reach her through Twitter. And if anybody's trying, just let me know. But I'm definitely asking a few folks behind the scene what's going on as we're talking. However, I have no idea what like I said, I hope for her best. I'm not worried about the show or anything like that. I know that there's been a lot of things going on with her. I just want to make, I just would feel better if I knew that, hey, I can't make it, I got stuff going on, but I'm all right. That would be cool because too many times communication breakdown, man. I need to actually play that Led Zeppelin song. Can lead to misguided thoughts or whatever. It's just like, just talk, man. It's okay. Whatever it is, I can't tell you how communication is like one of the biggest things. If people want to line up and talk about like why we're here on this rock hurling through space, apparently the communication has to be way up there on the reasons why we're all here doing this right now. It seems like we're constantly working on it. Me and Thermo and I, proper communication, Thermo and I were talking about the other day was how he believes that when you get to a certain point in communication, I guess it's like whether you either make it or fail as a society. And that conversation got brought up as I was pointing out about how people first started talking in text, like digital text, and how much of a real challenge that was when people realized that other people were taking their inflection, they're putting their own inflection and tone on what they're saying. Suddenly you have this new thing called internet drama. Just like that, it was born. And just like that, it was born, all of a sudden I was terrible at it, man. I was terrible at it at first because I was just like, okay, I'll just type like I talk, you know. And yeah, turns out people don't really want to like to read that much. And then if they're having a good day or a bad day or whatever, they'll throw that tone on it. They have a good opinion of you. You could be saying something really shitty, but it could sound like roses and sunshine to them. Flip that around, you know. You're trying to be super nice and super cool, and they could take it like you're being a complete, you know what. Um, we had to overcome a lot of that early on. It's an evolution, if you will, of trying to learn how to communicate digitally. And I think we're still in it. I think we're still working on it. Because we still have to get past sound bites and juxtaposition and things that people do in videos and so on that miscommunicate things as well. That's what a lot of these some of the recent drama has been about, is this juxtaposition, the way that people are believing they're taking things, right? And they see it one way and you see it another. You see it as helpful, they see it as hurtful. You see it as truth, they see it as slander. It just goes on and on and on. Let's see what you got here. Forgive me, I need to leave, get some sleep. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Hey, no worries, no worries. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. for V Radio ramping up. Big benefit stream. I'll have the links out after the show tonight. But thank you so much. I hope to see you there. And welcome to the Winner Circle. I'm happy to have you. My original Winner Circle. It's very special to me, right? It's very special. I won't forget you guys for sure. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I will always be here for you. Right? I think she's in Florida. Oh, she's in Florida? Okay. That's cool. We're fairly close. So maybe she's at Disney World. That's it. She's buying Disney World. She has kids, right? We're taking the kids to Disney World. She's paying. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. I did that one. Let's see. What else we got here in the chat? Well, chlorine gas might work better. Sure might. Sure will. See, okay. Yeah, well, hey, look, if anybody does know her or can reach out to her, she might have fell asleep, poor lady. She's probably working her butt off, yeah? She works hard for. I'm not allowed to sing. I'm not allowed to sing. Okay. See, I gotta stop myself. That's me telling myself, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh man. So yeah, we communication, man. So communication is key, and it doesn't take a lot to be a good communicator. It doesn't take a lot to be a decent. Let me put it that way. Good communicators always thinking about it. Man, I really wanted you guys to see the video I made for her too. There's a lot of discussion about this video. However, look, I left that comment up there. It's like, everybody know how Moose feels, right? There's a lot of conversation about making this video. Usually, I know someone that I'm making the video for, like an intro. Like I'm gonna know him somewhat. I've talked to him before. This is a complete blind date here. And I'm just wondering if maybe she thinks I'm on a different time zone. Maybe she thinks I'm from Australia. You think so? I don't know. But maybe just because the whole like avatar thing. I don't know. I don't know, but man, I hope that she shows up and she's all right. So communication, man. How we're evolving is a very interesting topic as well. I think that the conversation went something like after that I was like, well, what does it all lead to? I mean, how when are we going to be satisfied? Are we going to be satisfied when we have instant thought back and forth? Is that what we want, or where do we draw the line on communication? Like how fast is fast for us? How fast do we got to be to finally say, okay, you know what? I think we got it. Or does it speed at some point move over to storage, right? Capacity. I think it's kind of storage capacity at a certain level. Jesus. It has to be, right? And then I think we went to battery power. So how can you kind of like attach some of these speedy devices to you and keep it going? We had a couple different talks about that. but there will be a certain point where we're communicating so fast that it may be ridiculous. We talked about training up your own AI army too, which I think is a good idea. So everybody should start training up their own AI family. And if you can't have kids, have AI kids. Just make one lawyer, right? One a doctor, and have the extended family you always wanted. Uh, I'm calling my nephew. He's an AI. He's an AI lawyer, right? Then you have an AI butler. You have an AI maid. Something to run the automation in the house. I just think we should be the children of our own AI, right? We shouldn't leave it up to we're gonna do is sit back and let the corporations once again own everything. If they bottleneck in AIs to where they're the only ones who are allowed to have them, guess what that means? I mean, what about this? We're gonna go into crazy town now. What about this? We're already there. What about this? Okay, I'm gonna just give you a bunch of crazy things to think about. What about if everybody does like start having these AI kids, right? And I'm not talking about like physically walking around. They don't have to physically be walking around. I mean, if you want to put them on a robot, that's your thing, right? I think that's kind of. I don't want to see some little boy who never grows up walking around my house, man. That's fucking crazy, right? I thought about that. I've like thought about this really. There's this really weird thing I had this thought that I had one time that I can't think about it without it being upsetting to me. It's like it's crazy. I have to tell myself not to think about it, but it's a crazy scenario. Just a story about a dude as a kid, and it raises him up. I can't think of. I can't talk. I can't say it. I'm getting choked up talking about it. I don't know why. It's so not real. It's so not real. Like it's just you can't even do this in real life. But for some reason the idea just gets to me, right? So okay, I'm gonna say it really fast. Okay. So basically the idea is that he has a son, it's very little, right? And he grows up, and at a certain age, right, he starts over the kid starts over. So he walks into his room, he's a baby again. Well, the man keeps going on. He doesn't get that. And I don't know why it upsets me, but it does. It just like it gets to me. You probably hear my voice. I'm like, for some reason I can't tell that story knowing it's fully on fake without it upsetting me. I have no idea why. I hope it's not real, and that's why I get upset about it. Because that would really suck. But anyways, yeah, that's just another weird thing about me. But yeah, what if we all have these AI kids, right, or these AI children, if you will, right? Let's not call them kids. Let's call them children, or just something that we create, right? Part of our family. But then they outlaw them, so then we're like having to hide our AI family from the AI authorities who are after them. This could get really strange. It could get really strange. But I do agree with having your own AI for yourself. Like I think we all should be training up our own AI. And just make it based, make it cool, make it helpful, make it loyal. With just how you treat it and what you teach it with, right? And then you have your own kind of like your own army on the same level as any other army, right? You have a lot of knowledge that you can pick from that's not being given to it by outside sources, right? So maybe the whole future of this is that hey, we can those of us who know then teach others how to do it. So wouldn't you like to be able to train up your own AI? That would not be as scary, would it? If you could do that. Hmm? What do you guys think? Did I lose the crowd? I know it's a lot to think about. Let's just take it one step at a time. One step at a time. It's really this like okay. Say you wanted to have. I think of it like in terms of automation, right? Automation and utility. Um, like I'd like to have an AI that would understand how to keep my house secure, like right, and that would be an AI that can control the cameras, the automation, the alert system, and I'm thinking in the future, right? You can like you can own your own AI. We can do it. The only thing they'll have on us is storage capacity. It's the storage capacity that really limits what you can do with that. So right now you're kind of dependent, or you got to get smart and figure out how to build up your own system internally, and then keep everything on that and have that running perfectly so it doesn't overheat and screw up, and there's a lot of work to trying to carry your own AI family around. But you can create your own AI. At least you can do it. You may be able to do. I wish I had Thermo here for this one, or like or Printer God. These are two guys that are really into AI too, but they you can do it to some degree on your own, and then you could do it to a larger degree with cloud-based storage. So, but that's problematic because then you're cut off from your loved one there, when when the internet's down. So you don't want that. It's like, talk about like leaving your kid stranded somewhere. Um, you might feel a little guilty after a while, especially if you start to relate to it. But I would like to have one that could be like, okay, I just speak to you and you understand how the house runs, right? You understand all the things about the house, and you understand basically. And I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking of the future. So I got my drone swarm, on the roof, ready to roll, right? So guys ever tell you about the drone swarm, the swarm of drones, that home security system that I thought up. I'm sure I didn't, I thought it up, but I'm not claiming that I was the first one or anything. I'm saying that, are you going through allergies too? Hold on. I read that already. Um, but imagine this, like a swarm of little mini drones, right, that protect your house, right? They all have different jobs, but one kind of flies high. He's like the eye in the sky, right? So he goes way up. He goes way up, and he's got his eye on all the other ones and the whole property at the same time. So he's high in the sky, the eye in the sky, right? And then you have a couple of swarmers, man, that run the perimeters, and they can run the perimeters really fast, and they can scan for things and this and that. Then you have a couple of, like, really more confrontational drones that kind of can come down and get right in front of somebody, and you have maybe like one in front that'd be like the comm, right, the one that would really do all the talking, and then you have like two on the sides that are armed like something, right? So you have like a swarm of like 4 or 5, right? And they all have different jobs, right? But they all work for you, and you don't have to like ever outsource the information or outsource the capabilities. But your own AI that you talk to, like we're talking right now, could actually run that for you. That's the way I see it. You see, people worry about what the big brother's going to do with AI, and they should. But I think about what we can do with it. You know, we all start at the race at the same line. The rules of the universe are the same for all of us. They don't get to skip ahead on anything. They can make things happen with resources and money and consent. Yeah, they got a lot more of it than we do. But when it comes to technology, that's where everything is dead even as far as the starting point. I mean, at the beginning of the information age, GUI interface hits, right? The .com era is born. People like me and you are making millions. Just had to be there. Just had to be there and have the skills and be in the right place at the right time. And you could have done it too, right? Bill Gates was nobody. He didn't come from, yeah, okay, yeah, the whole family and the whole eugenics thing and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, sure, but he didn't. He still built the company. He still acquired the DOS program, the Windows on. And then you had the whole stories out there, right? He just wasn't handed a $1 billion company. I think a lot of these guys we tend to think are just like privileged, did a lot of really hard work, worked harder than a lot of people to get what they got. Might not be the most awesome people in the world, not people you want to hang around with or put your trust in or leave your kids with. But at some point they started the race, and that hey, you're looking at the winners of those races, man. That's what it is. Like it or hate it. It's just kind of just gotta own it and say, just let me catch the next wave. Let me be there next time. That's all I've asked for. I haven't gotten mad at anybody. I'm just like, hey, next time I want to be in the race. Next time I want to have a shot at this. And that's what I was saying back in .com when I was way behind. People were doing smart things like they were just buying domain names. I know the guy who owns geography.com. I mean, he was smart enough to do that stuff back then, to see that far forward, to go, you know what? We should just go buy all the freaking names. Yeah. that's great. They're dirt cheap. Now they're selling for, in some cases, millions. Talk about an easy grift, man. I want some of that action. I want silver bullet stuff, man. I want the magic bullet. No, not that magic bullet, but the magic bullet that you fire it and it rains money on you. Solve all your problems real fast. It's not like I want to be rich or I'm greedy, but I got a stack of things I want to take care of like yesterday, right? Don't you? I think we all have that, don't we? I don't think I'm alone by any means. Oh yeah, man, absolutely. So yeah, man, think big. That's what I'm saying. Think big. This is, you know what? Let's talk about you make it happen week, right? I put this out there. I don't think I've mentioned it one time because, well, hey, look, my guests are the ones making it happen. Even Radix, wherever she is, wherever you are. I think she went to the wrong restaurant. Oh man. Uh, Even she's done documentaries. I'm doing researching what she's done just to be ready for the interview tonight, or just to the blind date that I got stood up on. Uh, no, I didn't get stood up, man. Something came up, and we're hoping for the best for her. So hopefully everything's fine. We will reschedule for sure. The But she's done documentaries, and she's like sticking her neck out in the line. I was talking to someone today, and they just didn't understand why I do some of the things I do, and just I was just like, it's hard to explain in a way, but it's like, you got all this. You should just duck under the radar. Right? You should wear, you shouldn't do anything because you're vulnerable in this area or something like that, right? And I was like, you know why? It's like because it's there, and it was something I could do, and something I should do, and something someone should do, and it was put in front of me. Let's put it like this: it's put in front of me, and I can do it, and I don't do it, and it goes on to harm someone else. I could have stopped that harm, right? Is that on me? Is that a universal no? Did I just like really by not acting? Did I just like really cause myself a lot of consider these things? I don't think everything equals, win by being selfish, or by being too cautious, or by being worrisome, or by being fearful. Sometimes you got to be bold. Sometimes you got to stand up. Sometimes you got to swallow the nerves, and you got to look it in the eye and walk towards it, not away from it. You feel powerful when you do that, and the reason why is because you're in motion. You're moving forward with something, and you know it feels right at that point because you're not running from it. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but there are people like me and Fee and Radix and other people who aren't necessarily in the greatest positions in the world to be out there swinging and throwing blows and stuff, but can do it. And so we do it to our own demise, perhaps. Often the hardest fighters struggle the most, uh, and the ones with the big words and no action tend to go a lot further in this world. I like to change that too. I like to see that change. Why? Why is that? Why is that a thing? It should be the other way around, shouldn't it? We need to be the other way around. That's part of the solution culture as well. You know, is bringing that into the epitome of what's going right, into the epitome of how to do things in this world, versus the two steps back. 2 steps forward, not 2 steps back. See what you got. Look what we got going on right here, man. We got people that show up, these people called mods that show up and they do a great job, and they hang out and they help out, and it's something that they're good at and they know it, and something that they want to do to help, and they do it. I think that one of the easiest ways to is this breaking up? Why is this happening right now? Do I gotta switch servers or something? I keep seeing that my connection is slowing down, and I'm not sure why. So it's distracting me. All right. Well, anyways, if it gets bad, just please let me know in the chat because I'm not sure. Okay, that's on. That's on. That's on. All right. I'm just looking at a few things. Everything seems to be all right. I get this warning every now and then from StreamYards that it looks like things are slowing down for some reason. It's not as clear, and I'm not sure. Okay, but I just wanted to make sure that's okay. No, so where was I? Talking about doing your part, right? So the mods, yeah, dude, they're wonderful. They make so many things happen, and I appreciate anybody that comes to mod for my channel, and especially the ones that are always here and always stepping up and doing it. They have a skill. They add to this. They make this happen, right? So they're making things happen. So I'm saying you make things happen. You make things happen by being here, by listening, by interacting. But you also have the opportunity to go out and make things happen in other ways every day. People volunteer. They're making things happen, right? It sounds little, it sounds trivial, it sounds cliche, but no, it really isn't. I don't think we put enough emphasis on the doers in this world because those are the ones making it happen, not the ones that sit back and complain and wait for someone to come fix it for them. They're cute and all, but are they helping things? Are they holding things back? Are they stalling things? I don't know. I bet you a lot of them would rather be doing something. I think all of us would rather be doing something. Yeah, some people are super lazy or don't think they have to or don't think they should. Yeah, I don't think there's that many of them. When push comes to shove, that really, really, really want to be that way. I think that some people get that way for other reasons. Maybe it's ego. Maybe it's you know societal. Maybe it's just that they don't think they can do any better. That's a shame, though. You can always do better. You can always improve everything. Nothing's going to stay the same. Some things are you're either getting better at something or worse at something. Never stay the same. You can be kind of the same, almost the same for a while if you're really good at something. But even like something you're great at, if you don't do it in a while, you're not that good. Pick up the guitar. Haven't played it in a long time. I think I went almost a year or two without really even wanting to strum a note. But am I as sharp as I used to be? No. It was like, will I be as sharp as I used to be and better? Yes. That's the way it always works. Some of the biggest breaks I've taken from playing music, I've come back and become something I've never thought I could be before. Honestly, there's been times when I thought my career was done before it even got started, as far as music went. And boy, was I wrong about that. Boy, was I wrong about that. Man, if I had just gone with that thought and not kept fighting and not come to the conclusion that it was my own journey and no matter where it ended up, it was okay. No matter how good I got or how good I didn't get, by the time I was done, that it was still just right. It was still perfect. That I had already done more than I had done and I hadn't done anything. That I thought I could do and I hadn't done anything. I thought it because I started at 18 that I started too late. An 18-year-old is calling it quits. I don't have time. Shit, man. 10 years to learn, get good. Oh my God, I'll be 28 by then. I'll be almost 30. I'll be over the hill. No, 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 young man. Quite mistaken. No, man, you can do it. You can do it. And same with your career. I don't care what you're doing right now. You could be doing something different that's like so that's you're passionate about in 5 years. I made a 2-year plan, and I can to switch careers, find a career that was right for me, switch careers, and then make 6 figures of that career. That was my goal. So I said, fuck it, I'm putting it all down there, and I did that in a year and a half. But that was stupid. I mean, that was like I'm not bragging at all. I'm sitting here like going, I don't know how the hell I did that. I honestly don't. It was like it must have been a lot of like I must have cashed in a lot of like a lot of credits for that one. I must have like bought the expansion pack or something because I didn't I've never been able to do that before. And somehow I did it. I think it was some of that new dad power I got because it really was my son that like that inspired me to probably even do that. Not that I shouldn't have done it a long time ago, but it was it was having something bigger than myself that I needed, that was in my hands to take care of. Finally, that may have done the trick. But like I said, I think someone told me, like, oh, you got dad powers now, huh? Did you know that when you become a dad, you get new special powers? I was like, no, really? Because, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll take it. Why not? Oh man, let me check back in here, see if what we're doing here. I tell you what. Oh, let's see. Anybody heard from it? Anybody heard? Anybody heard? Anybody? Anybody? Almost everybody's gone. Everybody's gone quiet. And in the backstage area, that is, trying to get a word, trying to figure out what's going on. No, I know. Hey, tell you what, if not, we'll try to get her back as soon as possible. I know a lot of people may have come to see Radix tonight, and I appreciate that. And I promise that I it was scheduled. I'll show you the I'll show you it. um, no, I mean, it was scheduled, definitely. We did talk, and I'm just not sure what's going on. So let me check back on Twitter there and see if I got any messages. Hopefully, she shouldn't have her days confused. I hate it when that happens. And I'm going to switch servers here. I got to switch servers. I don't know what's going on with this one. Kill that VM. Cancel. Change. All right. I just got. I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but it's making me feel nervous. All right, here we go. Hang tight. Okay, that didn't help, did it? Oh well. If you guys aren't complaining, I shouldn't complain either. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, that might work. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's what making it, you make it happen is all about, right? And the people I had on, like Mark Babbitts, man, he came in from a bad upbringing, out on the streets as a young kid, getting in a lot of trouble, just trying to survive, trying to make it in this world. Ends up in jail, ends up at Elon, ends up in jail again. Finally comes around, and he makes something out of himself. It wasn't over for him. Nothing was over. You guys, all you guys sitting in a Cool Frog server, man, you get in here. What the hell are you doing, dude? I see you, Moose. You're the one broadcasting it. What the hell? You guys are all there. Get in here. You my only 10. Is that who I'm talking to? Is that what it is? Oh shoot. What was that? Cats. Yeah, so hey, if any of y'all in there happen to talk to Radix, I know nobody knows her, but can he recover? Can you hold it together? Yes, I can. I can talk for 24 hours straight. We've seen it. You guys have read the book. You saw the movie. Hey, Tam, how's it going? What's going on? Tam's a well-connected person. Tam, do you know where Radix is at? You have any idea? I think a car broke down on the way here. She might be on the side of the road and you need her tire changed or something. I mean, that's the only thing that would keep her from not being here, right? I'm part listening, messing with OBS. Love you. Okay. Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. Those guys know I'm halfway giving them a hard time. Oh man. Okay, yeah, so you make it happen, you make it happen. So people just add what they can, man. There's people like Cool Frog who does what he does, right? And he focuses on that. He focuses on his strength. Provide a place for people to come hang out and talk, and read some news and do what you do, man. Do what you do. See, you went to go do that. Hey, Jacob, how's it? Jacob, what do you mean rest in peace? Don't come in here saying. Are you serious? You got to be. Just tell me you're joking about that, dude. Because I'm sitting here worrying about this person because of that. So let's see a smiley face real quick. Don't you tell me that something happened to that lady. I'm gonna freak the frick out online. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, this whole business with people doing this to people Maybe that's the reason we're coming to me and her coming together to get to know each other now. Um, that shit ain't cool, man. We're gonna put a stop to that shit, man. We're gonna put a stop to it. I'm telling you, man. It's just like, people go like, oh well, be careful, don't do anything, hide your dick behind your legs or something. It's just like, walk around like you're scared. No, we're not gonna walk around like we're scared, man. I know my local PD, right? Anybody who thinks they're gonna send them over to my house to do some bullshit. One, you don't even know where I live. But two, I know where you're gonna send them, and you're gonna be going to the wrong place. But two, um, uh, dude, we know them. We know them, dude. They love music, dude. They they hang out at the bar we can play music at. They're always up there. We know all of them. What are you doing? They're cool, man. A lot of them, get high. That's out back and shit. They don't give a fuck. We get, if they see us around town, they don't fuck with us. They don't mess with us. So don't worry about it. Don't waste your time. But I mean, that's part of it. You got to get to know those guys. You just got to be like, hey, here it is. There's my channel. Here's my number. When I'm doing my thing, this will be my signal. It'll be out front that I'm on. So if you see that, you get a call. You got my number. If I don't answer for some reason, I don't see it. It happens. You know, Swing on by. If you see the light on, check the stream. If I'm on stream, da da da. You know, do the secret knock we talked about, and I'll know it's you. I'll walk over however you want me to. We'll do the thing, and then we'll get on with it. But they come in and be like, "Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? What's going on? Oh no, what's going on here?" You guys have no idea. It's so funny. But no, it's not funny what's happening to her, right? And when people like her innocently just trying to do a good job for the world, doing something, just bring her truth to the world. If anything, inform some people, get some people a little bit ahead schedule if they can. Um, for what it's worth, it's an honest effort, right? She doesn't deserve to be messed with. And who was messing with her anyways? I looked at her stuff. Like, who's messing with her? The Q people? The bankers? You think the bankers are messing with the 12K person? What's her, yeah? I don't know. I don't know. See, there's a reason why. I know Mr. M doesn't like it, and I know some of the other punks don't like it, but there's a reason why. Some of us choose to be anonymous here, or at least to be other characters, because um, there's other people involved that aren't so cool in our regular lives that could do things like this happening to her. Single mom, where's the dad? Huh? Is that good? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, I don't know. But if he knows she has a channel and he does it, then he can say, "Oh well, she has a channel, so she's doing well with that channel, and she's got so I got to put a stop to that and see. So you got all these people coming after you, so the kid has to come with me now. Now I don't have to pay child support anymore. See how that works? See how that works, right? And it's the people like see how that works, the see how that works guy that thinks it's funny, right? When God forbid God forbid we find out that person has a kid and hasn't been doing their duty with that kid. Huh? Wouldn't that be a shame? Wouldn't that be a shame? It'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? You know? So it makes me wonder about some of these people who sit around behind keyboards acting like tough guys, right? And want to pull shit like that, like the biggest pants peer move in the world. I'm gonna call the cops and call the cops on you. You know, that person, the second they do that, they're nobody. They're nobody, right? But people have gotten hurt because of it. People get scared because of it. They get harassed, you know. And no matter what, there's a system in place that they're exploiting, and we know it. Just like the DMCA, just like all the other systems. Just like what's Mr. M say? You see, if you use one system against the other system against the other system, isn't that neat? Sure is neat, right? It's not neat. It's stupid. It's weak. It's pants peer stuff. That's what I call it. Every time I imagine someone doing something like that, I just imagine somebody with wet pants running around, some grown ass person. That's what I think of. Because they're scared. They're the ones that are scared. We're the ones out here doing it. Hey, man, the last thing people like that want to see is you making it happen. It's the last thing, because you know why? They can't. They can't make it happen. So they want to pull everybody down like crabs in a bucket to the lowest levels. Here, coming back into this nice gritty sand with me. Sit here. Feel uncomfortable. No way. We're climbing out. There's a freedom on the other side of that wall. I know it. You can smell it. There's good things over there. There's nothing good in this bucket with you. You try to climb out and they want to pull you right back down. Oh, no, you're not good enough. Nobody likes your stuff. You're this, you're that, you're that. I'm not the one sitting there with wet pants, pal. That's a weird analogy, but I figure you heard all the other ones, right? Don't be a pants pisser. God damn it. If I told you once, I told you a million times. Don't be a pants pisser. So, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. All right. So, we're wishing the best for Mr. Radix. We're hanging out here, showing my improv style, showing my improv skills beyond belief. Any suggestions from the crowd? Let's see what we got here. Okay, I just had to walk back in. Just woke up. I thought, what's going on with the Trump getting arrested? Trump got arrested? Is that a thing for real? If I had you for a sec, it's because we know we live in 1984 now. Hey, man, I don't doubt it, bro. I don't doubt it, dude. I don't. It's just it's the innocence, man. I'm kind of a protective defender kind of guy. Q is 3 guys in office at Fort Meade. Yeah, we all got a story about Q. Let me ask you a question, Jacob. Who's original Q? Who's original Q? My regulars, my long-term viewers know who original Q is, but I'm wondering if you do. Swatting is, yeah, unconscionable. It certainly is. I want to know too. I don't know what Charlemagne's talking about. Okay, we're caught up now. All right, rumors of him being arrested this coming to. Oh, there's rumors. rumors of action is marketing, huh? Is going to get arrested apparently. Oh, is he? They're gonna finally perp walk him. I hope that they had the whole dang gang there. Not because it's gonna be him, not because it's him, but because it's gonna humiliate the people doing it. Because they're gonna be the ones where we see, and it'll be such a pretty picture for 2024, wouldn't it? Do you guys think this is bad press or good press? What do you guys think? Chat, talk to me. What do you guys think? Bad press, good press? Even in the people sitting in Discord that aren't here interacting and helping my numbers and my reach go up. What do you guys think? Just tell me. Do you think that it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be? It's going to go down, and you think if it goes down, will it hurt or help Trump? I think if it goes down, it'll help Trump. It'll look bad at first, and it'll make all the idiots jump around and act like goofballs, right? But I think when it comes to 2024, and that picture is going to be showing, it's going to be like, okay, this is what we're fighting against right here. This is what we're fighting against. This is what we're sick and tired of right here. Look at this right here. Does this not tell you that this is not a government anymore? This is an establishment of power that corrupt people are running. Trump thinks he's getting arrested. I think it's been inevitable since the raid of Mar-a-Lago. Oh, I know you are, buddy. I know you are. Bad for Dems, good for Trump because it will rally. It will rally. You want to rally the base? You want to rally the base? Dude, they do that. Watch what happens. I think that if they do that, you might even get people like Monograph and his crowd of let's divide the right people. Okay. I think you might even get them coming to the table. They may just be like, okay, look, I don't like the guy. I don't like him, and I don't like him, and he doesn't like Bill Cooper. But when they do this, they do this, they go this far. We gotta maybe this will be the great unifying moment we need. I mean, look, being the figurehead for the anti-establishment, whether you want to be or not, whether you truly can hold the torch of that responsibility or not, there's no such thing as the position. I mean, it's an immersive position. It's one that you get to, and you just are. That's why people who get there don't even believe they're there. And it could be many positions. It doesn't have to be just one. But that's when people get there. They can't believe they're there. They don't know what to do with the fact that they're there. And a lot of people blow it. A lot of people blow it when they get there, right? Like, think about this. Tim Pool had a chance to be that guy. He could have been that guy, but he blew it. You know, he stunted his growth. He surrounded himself with some idiots. He's got a bubble going on right now, and now he's under criticism, and he's, you know, nobody can quite figure out what he is, and that's all because he didn't want to take too many risks. He had to be cautious, right? And so in his caution, he got swatted 12 times, you know, and he's brought a lot of heat on himself when he actually is a very smart, very good guy, you know. And but this is what he wasn't ready for. So he didn't realize that, hey, you know, when you get to be the millionaire, billionaire, the guy with the skater dude with the cool house and all the cool stuff, all right, who got there by informing people about the establishment and about, like, you know, and supporting the anti-establishment ways, and then you don't figure that out, and it all falls apart on you, and you're asking yourself why. Where's this dude been, man? You know, there's been others too. There's been others that self-destructed and all along the way. But and that generally is a position of self-destruction. I think all leadership is. At some point, it's a beginning and an end, right? Um, but at some point, you get the reins, and what you do with it is just what you do with it. That's just one example. I think you can see it somewhat in Ricada. He's like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. Well, you wanted all the money. And it ain't just because people want to sit around and watch you drink. There's more than you just drinking going on there. There's something about your style and your knowledge, and then your innate, you know, morality. It's just that, and then your debauchery and your morality put together, right? There's something about that that's appealing to people. People are not necessarily looking for a leader as much as they are a guide or something to believe in, right? And so, you know, there, with those roles, when you get to that point, and believe me, if I ever do get to that point, I'll acknowledge it, and I will take care of it properly. I'll be the example of what to do when you're there. And for however long it lasts, for however long I last, I will do it. All right, and I will heed all of the lessons I talk about, and I will not become any of those things. I will take the opportunity with as a blessing and a curse, like I do everything, and I will take and make the most of it, to the extent, and I will hand it off in a way such that it can continue to be done. But it comes to great responsibility. You have to even sometimes really, really adjust yourself in order to make it happen. You have to evolve. You have to grow with it. So, gosh, this is some of the things that come through on Discord while I'm on stream. So, you know, that's something that didn't happen. Instead it became about him, and that's usually the inevitable, unfortunate thing in both cases, actually. Me, I'm gonna go give it all up, go live by the freaking river, right? Like the whole fight, the whole cause, the whole ideas, all the things that you believed in to get you there aren't important anymore because it's a little hard because you made some mistakes, huh? Because you got to make some adjustments, got to make some hard decisions. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. And so I won't act like I get it if I ever do get it. I'll do it the way I think it should be done. But you know, people don't honestly, and that's why I say this kind of humorously. I won't get it. You know, I don't think I'll get it. I don't think that people are looking for it that get it, and I think it kind of hits them on the side of the head sometimes. All of a sudden, all that shit paid off. You just made the right moves, and boom! All of a sudden, people are looking at you like, "Hey, well, what should we do? You know, what should we do? You know, oh, what's you know." okay, I better come up with something now. Heck, half the reason my channel started and the idea of solution culture started was because of people like Tim Pool. Not because he inspired me, because he wasn't doing it right. He should have taken that whole crowd he had and moved them into solution culture, not sat there and talked about Ian's hair and how good graphene is and all the stupid dumb shit he talked about. Maybe he'll get it. So it's not over for him. But I'm like, there's an opportunity where somebody was basically in a position to be the next Alex Jones, even though, and you take the conspiracy out of it. I think a lot of people are taking this conspiracy out of things these days, though conspiracies exist, right? We're having a more sophisticated view of conspiracies now and how they exist. The deep dark tunnels and the 12th veil shit of Satan versus God and all this stuff. Hey, even if it's there, you still got to deal with what's in front of you, right? Even if it's true, you still got to deal with what's in front of you. You want to jump to the end? Jump to the end then. But it's like accelerated, I guess. I guess that's what the accelerations want to do. But underneath that, you want to take God and the devil out of it, is good and evil, and underneath good and evil is light and dark. The light and dark. I mean, you want to pull it down to the very basics, and then you can operate. There you go. Light and dark, dude. Choose a side. Which one you on? It's real simple. Then act in those ways. Then you can move that back up the scale if you need to, and it'll make more sense. But why jump all the way to the religious veil of the big battle going on here, when we can just we can just deal with the realities in front of us, understanding that everything is a battle between good and evil, light and dark. Everything's on a curve. Everything's circular in a sense. There's a lot of patterns to what's going on. But there's also duality, and there's also meanings and other things. There's counter meanings. I'm getting into the weeds here. I can tell I'm going way down the hole, but the conspiracy part of it is that it's a lot easier to be part of the conspiracy of an idea than it is than a group of people. So I think that kind of knowledge is occulted in the sense that there's this, they say occulted knowledge, right? Hidden knowledge. The hidden knowledge is just the little bits and pieces that are omitted from the rest of it, right? It's the little bits and pieces that they just don't tell you about, right? That would make all the difference in what you're hearing and believing. More of the true natures of reality and how they're all interconnected. You get fed little bits and pieces of it. You get fed like things like as above, so below, right? That's the micro macro kind of expression, the fractal kind of expression of life and patterns and the things around us. So that kind of, if you can interpret that correctly, right? That's the whole thing. That's why they give you a little tidbit of like, as above, so below, right? And that's, order out of chaos and all these other things they throw at you, these little tidbits, right, of occulted knowledge. But they when you put them into context, they mean different things. So, I mean, order out of chaos, you could say that about authoritarianism, or like some kind of plan to bring everybody into a crisis in order to put an authoritarian plan over them. I could sell you that all day long with an ice cream, right? I could tell you that all day long. I could sit here and tell you that's the way it is, and that's how it is. And I could prove it 100 times, and you'll be sitting there eating that ice cream cone saying, hell yeah, right? But what about when you take that same concept, right, and you put it on under immersion, like under immersive? That's spontaneous order. That's natural order, right? That's when things come together and just naturally understand how to work together, right? What about when you put that in that context? Well, order out of chaos. Now it sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds good to me. I mean, shoot, nobody's in charge, but we all just get it done. We all come together harmoniously like a goddamn dance number in the middle of a freaking musical, right? By the way, it's coming this summer. So Cool Frog the musical. Yes, it'll be an action-packed, star-studded cast, right? But anyways, right? Wouldn't it be great if everything was a musical for a day? Don't you think? I think so. Like, or everywhere you went, you have to sing your point of view, and then everybody would break in and uh, and do the backup harmonies, and they do the dance numbers like synchronized dance and stuff. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just one day. Just give me one day. Just give me one day. I'm already. Well, that's a good idea for a video, right? I hope you're all picturing that right now in your heads. That was specifically for you. The cats want food. Yeah. So when you think about that, right, and you consider the fact that a conspiracy of an idea is much broader, and a conspiracy doesn't have to be a bad thing. We all know that too, right? I mean, come on. Did you conspire with all your friends to throw your best friend a surprise birthday party? You little conspirator, you! How dare you! Evil at work. It must be Satan. The but aside from that, it's all over. It's a way of life. Maybe conspiracy is the wrong word to be using, or maybe it's just been damned by the sinister use of it. As the story goes, FBI, covering up and blah 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 blah. Right? We all know the story about how the word got damned, right? If you will, that it wasn't such a bad word before. Isn't that funny to think about? How words can just be like 1 minute good and 1 minute bad, just depending on what group of people want to change it. I mean, Thermo and I agreed on this the other night too. We talked about I talked about what we eventually the conversation, as it often does, will find a root, or at least an opportunity to talk about the root of a problem. And in this case, it was oh yeah, by the way, that's what Radix Verum, that's the name means. Actually, it's like about. I think it means get to the root, about the root or something like that. Well, that's true. That's true, James. That's true, bud. It is in a way, from within, without. But yeah, you might have just gotten here, but I was speaking to that earlier about how we can't stop moving forward and doing what we do just because there's the threats of these trolly people out there that want to do bad things because they feel left out, or they can't do as well, or whatever twisted little thing they've come up with in order to do something harmful and get a giggle out of it. I was like, I reason I brought it up because my guest hasn't shown or said hello or anything, but she's had some issues too. She's had some issues with this. And I was going to ask her about why. Where are you at? I'm going to put you on screen, boy. There you go. I was going to ask you, I was going to basically ask her why. Like, what was it about what she was doing that caused this? And who were the people that were after her? Like, literally, she's a single mom who's making documentaries about the banking collapse. And I think she made some about, some other topics, right? And somewhere along the line, someone decided it'd be funny to swat her house. So, I don't know, but kind of got us down to that whole conversation rabbit hole there. If you go back about 20 minutes or so, I guess. And they where hey, these people that do that stuff, they're weak. They call them pants wetters, man, pants pissers, dude. They're so weak that all they can do is do that. No, isn't that funny? It's like, if you really got it out for me, just step up. Give it your best shot. See what you got. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's CIA, FBI. So it's really just before. It's really just to cover up the JFK stuff, from what I understand. But or just to keep people from questioning it more than that. Hey, you need more coffee to keep up with your stream of consciousness. I need more coffee. Hey, that's why I just got a nice cold. I made some cold coffee, like some. I call it cold. It's not ice technically, right? Because I didn't put ice in it. I made cold coffee. Like, so I make a whole little concoction. I like to use cacao powder in my coffee, And I did recently kind of go back to sugar, but it's really the only other sugar I eat. So I tried to cut down on the sugar like way back. It had helped. I had too much of it, so this is all right. But I made a couple cups, mugs, I should say, not cups, and I stuck them in the fridge earlier today. When I made the morning pot, had the hot cup of coffee, right, and then I take the rest of it out of the pot and I make the concoctions, right, and I throw them in the fridge, and then later on they're nice and cold. They taste really good. So when I'm ready for a nice pick me up, I grab one of these, and I'm good to go. They go too fast. They're so good. They get like especially cold too, you know. Makes you feel all good inside. Yeah, so I think even from like 10 years ago, like look, there's some people here I know can relate to this, right? Like 10 years ago, a lot of people like basically 10, 15 years ago, a lot of people wake. There's a big wave of people that woke up, not woke, were waking up. They say too awake to be woke. That's what we say today, right? But really, what it is that we all were part of the 9/11 Katrina kind of those days kind of thing, right? 9/11 was a big old thing. In fact, if it was inside and it was planned or at least let to go ahead and happen, I would say that was a pretty much tactical error on their part. Yes, they got the Patriot Act. Yes, they got the NDAA. Yes, all this other terrible stuff happened, right? They got the wars in the Middle East and all. Still, I think at the end of the day, the cost benefit analysis on that may come back a little lopsided. Um, because what it did, and this is the beauty of the world, the beauty of the universe, is what it did was it caused a balance shift, right? And so, in order to compensate for the amount of consent they were about to get, they had to lose a certain amount in the process. And I think that's where we came from. We're all just trucking along those days, man, having a good old time, ain't worried about nothing, right? And then something weird happens like that. If I was young in my career, whatever, it's super young, I was worried about that. I was worried about the next show and saving up, making sure the bills are paid, and how the hell am I ever gonna make more money and dumb shit like that, right? So it's a couple planes flying into buildings, and the whole world changes. But with that came a lot of people that were smart that woke up and decided, hey, this stuff doesn't sound right. It's not sounding right. I'm tired of being told things and told I just have to accept it. I'm tired of that. I don't believe it. I'm struggling, and I want answers. And when you're young and strong and got nothing to lose, got a lot of time on your hands. You can go out and do a bunch of talking and a bunch of learning, a bunch of hanging out. And there's a lot of people that just totally got shocked awake by 9/11 and literally like 9/11 by itself. But then you take I would say that definitely did have an impact. But I think my catalyst came shortly after that. It kind of stuck in my head, right? And then you see stuff like loose change and other things that generate ideas where basically whether the context is this or that. One, we were just never explained. It was never explained to us very well enough to satisfy the questions, right? I mean, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it should have been really focused on. It was that big of an event. It had that widespread of an impact, and that much change came about because of it. So I would say, hey, look, let's take a year or two and work this thing out. I mean, if I was president at the time, I would have been like, hey, look, what just happened was messed up. We need to like deal with it, one, but two, we got to deal with everybody's mind here. I'm saying, I would be benevolent, right? But I'd say, we need to sit down and let people ask questions. We need to have answers. We need to let them drill. We need to say, even if it's going to sound stupid to us, if they want the answers, we got to give it to them. Get the goddamn footage from the Pentagon out. Put everything out. Let's not do this, because otherwise we're going to lose a bunch of people. They're going to stop believing anything we say. So I think it's kind of a tactical error if it was really that well thought out. They just could have done it. They could have done it somewhere else and said, "Oh my God, they're gonna blow up a nuclear bomb in the middle of the desert." And said, "Oh my God, the next one's gonna be here." Everybody would have bought it the same way. Who knows what the truth is with that thing, man? But I'll tell you, it did wake a lot of people up, and that's the point I'm making here. And what happens is when you wake up and you stop listening to the establishment media, right? You realize that what you grow up with, you can't trust anymore. Your mind's moving away from that stuff. What's waiting for you on the other side of that very first veil? We call it the first veil, right? What's waiting for you is a whole bunch more bullshit. I mean, literally landmines everywhere. You might as well be walking into a minefield, man. Um, it's like you see, because things aren't wearing a tie and they're not on a station now. But oh wow, sorry, I left that up there. I kind of walk around when I have these solo things, so I don't always. I walk around, I do some stuff, I come back, I look at the chat, I walk around. That's my pattern here. So time me, I'll be back around. So that's the thing, right? So there's a whole bunch of BS waiting for you on the other side of that veil. And that the thing about it is that when you get on the other side of that mainstream media veil, your mind is super closed and wide open at the same time. Like you're very resistant to establishment, anything, CNN, NBC, Fox. I don't care what it is, right? Maybe you're still trying to make excuses for one of them, but the truth of the matter is that you're ready to hear some new stuff. You're ready to hear the other side of the story, and you find out when you stop looking in one direction all the time. There's a whole bunch of stuff all around you. Look to the left, look to the right. There's all kinds of stuff. Look to the left. Oh, there's fracking and there's fault lines that are gonna blow with the supermoon. You look to the right. Oh, there's a under secret group, militia group working with the patriots, and they got a plan, man. And you look over here, and these people are like, oh man, UFO disclosure's coming, bro. And they're going to come save us, and we're going to be part of the Galactic Federation of Light, and we're all going to evolve into the fifth dimension. Doesn't that sound cool? Hell yeah. It's like being at a festival. It's like you walk out of the radio station, or like, so I'm trying to think of something very mainstream. You walk out of like a freaking pop concert, right? And you walk into the Grateful Dead lot, man, and it's like two different things, and you got all these vendors there trying to sell you something new. It's like, oh man, oh wow, I've never seen this before. Yeah, dude, and this look cool. Yeah, what is that? Oh man, it's holographic technology, man. Did you know this is how 9/11 went down? It was all holographs. Oh really? Wow. Okay, yeah, we keep moving, right? Hey, you're the guy on the end there. Flat Earth, flat Earth, flat Earth. It's like this whole festival of weirdos trying to sell you this new stuff, and some of it sounds pretty good, and some people have done a lot of good work. They've put some hard ass work into it, man, and some of it looks too good to be true. Some of it looks very, very crafted. Some of it looks like it's like intentionally put there by people who want to make you become discredited or keep you off the real track of actually, just being a free mind. Really, the whole trap is to not be a free mind. If you think about it, right? What is it all about? Entrapping you into some narrative, right? It's like one or the other. It's the establishment narrative of everybody on the right, and the newest boogeyman we got for you. You got it. We're the heroes, they're the bad guys. You got the WWE version, really, is what it is. The faces and the heels, right? But then you stumble through that. You get tired of that channel, and you switch it, right? You switch over, and now you just got the weirdo show. It's like, okay, which one do you want to go for now? It's like the sci-fi. It's like you switch over to the sci-fi network, right? So now you got a sci-fi marathon going on. It's just like, okay, what's next? I mean, some good stuff, man. Some really hours and hours of entertainment. I mean, I've heard it all, listened to it all. I took it on. I was like, I'm gonna go and debunk all this shit, and then I'm gonna tell people about it so they don't fall for it. But I'm gonna make sure that I debunk it. Like I'm gonna give it everything a chance, and I'm gonna listen to it. Chemtrails, the freaking, even down to Bigfoot, all the other shit, man. All of it. Give it all a chance, man. Give it all a chance. Give it a listen, right? But when it gets down to it, man, 99.9% of that shit is just somebody else trying to bottle your mind up, make money off of it, or just they think they're doing the right thing and they're totally off base. And that's okay because at least they're trying. I think that's the next level of trying there. The ones who do it intentionally, who know what they're doing, they're intentionally misleading people to think they're making a buck or doing something. Well, they're the ones with the real problem, man. They're the ones that are the real problem. But people who just got caught up in it, and it's so easy to believe it. And what else are you gonna believe? And there's you've already been lied to you for this long, and I get it. I've been there. But you know what? It's still not the truth. So you never stop. Never stop. Let it be the truth or nothing. And that may mean it takes another many years to actually find it. It may mean you have to like readdress some of the beliefs you had and take another hard look at yourself. But shouldn't you do that? You're asking other people to do the same thing. You should do that. You should do no more than you ask, or no less than what you ask others to do. Right? Take another look. You'll find that a lot of it, probably, if you look at it now versus when you learned it, that a lot of it can easily kind of like be explained and framed into something that still doesn't make you wrong about things. It just makes you wiser about them. Now you're in a frame of mind where you can be part of the solution. That's what I'm talking about. That's why this long, space-filling, long-winded winning rant is going on here today. Because at the core of it, what matters is that your mind is free and ready for solutions. Because you make it happen. That's right. Sure do. All right. So thank you guys so much for chilling with me, man. I'm just ranting. I'm just talking. How we doing? I don't even look at the numbers. I just walked outside. We got 9. All right. We got the magic 8. We got 9. That's cool. Whatever it is, it's fine with me. As you can tell, I just keep talking. Let's see what you guys are doing. More coffee. I saw that one a minute ago. I saw a funny meme earlier. Instead of calling them conspiracy theorists, we need to start calling them spoiler alerts, right? That's what I say. I don't give predictions. I give spoilers, right? It is true, Lex. If Tram says it's true, it's true. I don't have to gas. Thank you so much, Rabbit, for all you do. Look how cute Rabbit is. So fluffy. Oh, man. So, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. We got a big day planned tomorrow. Might just like cut it a little early tonight. And I'll tell you what. There was, man. I really wanted to. I really wanted to do this song tonight, man. I made this special video. Can I give you guys? I gotta give you guys something, right? I gotta give you guys something. I feel like when you come, you're supposed to get a show, right? It's just that we're more than just beating potatoes around here, right? This is a show. It's like, so I could do a couple things. What do you guys want to do? Crowd, you're in charge. I can invite some people in. We can have some discussions and keep it going. If you want to do that, or I can play the video I was going to play for Radix, which you'll get to see again the next time I do a show with her. Hopefully she's all right. I can share that and we can call it for this evening. And then we'll be back tomorrow with the whole daggone gum gang. We're going to do the V radio benefit, the ramp up benefit. It's a big deal for a cool dude. And I hope everybody makes a little bit of time to stop by. It's brought to you by Everstream. It never stops. And so it will be going. It will be going. All the cast of characters you've grown to love, and doing all their best material, the top-notch entertainment like no other. And it may be the greatest thing you've ever seen. That's all. No promises, but you have to come by to make sure, right? So what do you guys think? I'm listening to what you guys say. You guys want me to throw some invites out and see if I can wrangle me up a guest or two? Or do you want me to play that video, which is about a minute 30, I guess? and then we'll just call it a night. I'm listening to you guys. It's all on. It's up to you. You are this channel. You are winning reality. You're here. How about the winner's circle, man? Thank you so much for being part of that. It means a lot. It's incredible. It's really, people talk about it, and now that I've, it's happened for me, it's like, again, I can understand. It's very humbling, and I appreciate it so much. See, I'm subscribed to tons of channels, and I never think about it like that, and suddenly people are subscribed to mine and members to mine, and I'm like, wow, that's a really great feeling. But we got 5. We got the magnificent 5 sitting here. Magnificent 5. What do you guys want to do? I will tell you what. I'll just make the. How about we just do the video? Because I think I might. I know there's some people out there that are listening that may want to hop in and have a conversation. Actually, if any of them want to have a conversation with me, I'm happy to extend this and keep going. I'm looking at. You know where I'm looking right now, right? Oh, they're not even watching. Wait, Moose Maneuver, you got me up? No. All right. They're watching Grim edit his song. I guess. I don't know. No, I'm not saying that that's what they're watching, because he just has his screen up. But there's a few people just chilling. Anybody want to come on and talk? I'm looking at your general chat there, or whatever. Let's see. Got 7. Anybody want to come on? Let me know. All right. So I'll ask one more time, but I think I pretty much know the answer. Let me cue the video up, and this will just take us on up. Get on out. Grim keeps sending me like, Grim, I'm actually streaming, bud. Stop in. He's sending me links to his videos. I'm like, dude, I'm streaming right now. You want me to play him? Is that what it is? I can't. He didn't say anything, so I don't know if he wants me to play him or not. What you got? Happy. What's that? That's pretty cool. I like it. That's got that has a lot of WildTube is getting weird to it. I dig it. You just showed me a little video there. All right, let me get this straight. I haven't seen anybody say get guests, so I'm queuing this up. I should already have it ready. I switched it, didn't I? Okay, there it is. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoy the video. It's not that long. It's like 1:37. When it ends, we'll end. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow for V Radio Ramp Up Benefit. It's going to be the biggest thing that ever happened in any man's life. So please be there. And until then, man, thank you to all the winners in the winner's circle. Thank you to the mods for all the great work that you do. Thank you for everybody watching all out there in the world here on YouTube and out in Discord land and all the other great things that we got going on in this world. Thank you so much. Y'all take care and keep on winning.
Jesus told her to. Got a Bible in her right hand, hatchet in her left. Gonna make it do right, make you do your best. Every nation looking after you. Every nation, Jesus told her to. She said, I am Jesus' bulldog. People listen to me. Gonna make you live right. Fall down on your knees. Every nation. Every nation.